Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hey, 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 hey. Welcome in, Cakers. Here we go in South Park Phone Destroyer. We've got Season 22 Challenge. That's going to be boosted 20 or 30%, something like that, to the cards that came out during Season 22. Now, that's going to be Santa Claus, Satan, Mr. Mackey, Priest Maxi, Alien Drone, and then the two red cards, Garrison Witch Style and Mr. Slave Executioner. So we've got two losses to start out here, and this is our second run, actually. We got to 9 wins in our first run, 3 defeats, and here we sit at 9 wins with 2 losses again. Now, we did a little tweaking to the deck from what we were previously playing, and we've made a similar style deck to what you normally would see, some Bradley, some orange stuff, get them sci-fi cards out there, the pew-pews, and get some support to Bradley and have yourself some fun with a few of them boosted cards out there. Super Serial Guys, Lazy Dude here. Let's see if we can have ourselves a clean victory. Despite seeing those low ELO numbers over there on the other side of the screen, boy howdy, you'd be surprised how well some of these players play. Now he's going to go ahead, put down the Mysterion, get some of those nice little superhero cards up into play. We're going to cycle into our big old tanks here. That'll get us that much closer to Bradley as we get these ranged units ready to roll. Bradley likely looking like he's going to be the last card to cycle through here. We see a whole gangload of superhero cards coming in. And Bradley's only going to be able to really save our aliens there off of the damage boost, as our Mecha Timmy got a little too close. But you got the big old Kuhn over there putting in some work. Let's get this dog poo off the field. Keep that Bradley charged up over there. We'll get our Bounty Hunter Kale out here. Of course, the Chomper is going to do a little damage there to our Mr. Slave. And we'll get the secondary bar here as well. Tupperware comes to save the day. How about that, though? Mysterion spawns just in time. We've got the Chaos coming in to take out our Tima. The chickens doing a little work over there. But as you can see, we've got Tupperware and Mysterion coming right at our new kid here. We've got the Jimmy in the background there. And of course, we'll go ahead and get that Bradley ready on the field. And as we roll into our Blood Elf Bebe, we'll get her up and ready as well. Now we're going to lose the Blood Elf Bebe to the Mind Control. Let's go ahead and take advantage here, though. We'll get our other units a little more boosted up. And as you see, we almost got through to that new kid right there. So the Mosquito up here giving us a little issue. And of course, Mysterion's about to pop back up again. You get the Tool Shed rolling back in. Of course, the nice little Chaos there on the backside. We've only got 15 short seconds to try to get over there to that NK. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to unless we cycle perfectly into this Bradley here. So we've got to knock some units down and get 2 more hits on that new kid. We were so close there, Cakers. That's a good game and a well played to Lazy Dude. 1-5-1. Cakers, we definitely got our towels over here. And again, we want you to come in and do that powwow with us. If you're down with the powwow, no love lost if you're not down with that powwow. So we got a potato there, but we've definitely had our fair stretch of the 7,000 plus opponents today. And we jump right back into that battle arena. It looks like we only need 2 more victories here, Cake Fam, and we'll get into that juicy nectar. We've got 1 more pack, I believe, to open with the battle tokens, getting to 9 wins. I believe we got most of the battle tokens that first run through. But we'll definitely get into that juicy nectar here very shortly. Faith +1, Steve McKee. Oh, goodness. It is potato land now, Cakers. That's a horrible. We're going to send up the Butters and the Kenny here. Get that shield rolling onto our Kenny. And that'll get some damage onto those units that are first place down. That'll give us opportunity to roll right into our range units with the Bradley being all sauced out. And of course, if we really wanted to, we can get one of those big tanks up front right now. But I'm not overly concerned at this point. We've got plenty of range units cycled in. We've got the Bradley protected by the body block with our Timmy there. And most of these guys are going to stop just at midline or before. So we'll have a few of them survive the blast here. And we'll get our Terrence and Phillip down and our Butters down here for this big old cat before that ice ball goes off. The Mimsy Crush comes in from the other side of the screen. And the Mysterion takes out our Catapult Timmy. But we're able to get all those other units over there to that new kid one more time. That's a good game, brother. That's a well played. Nicely placed Mimsy there. Almost snuck in the bars. So just 1 more victory here. It looks like potato salad towards the end of the run here. But we'll try 1 more time. Maybe we'll get a pretty formidable opponent here. See what we can come up with, Cake Fam. Definitely just want to get out there and get you those 12 nectar packs. Get you to farming it if you want to. This might not be the most likely meta play of the day, but this deck here will definitely get you up there to those 12 wins. And, you know, just play low and slow at first when you're up against those super tough opponents at first, because goodness, here's another potato. So we'll Terrence and Phillip this little fella here. We'll go ahead and play super forward heavy with our tank. We'll get our range unit set here. We'll use that garrison freeze, or that garrison slow effect, while that freeze effect goes off over there on the other side of the field. The dog poo taking it to our Terrence and Felipe. The super fart comes out to say, how do you do? And we're going to see Cyborg Kenny come in here. So we definitely want to get another range unit or 2 on the field and cycle into our Bradley here. That'll get everybody on NK 1 more time, and that'll get us over there to that new kid a little quicker. Of course, Mosquito comes in, puts a body block down. You also see the big old Pew Pews getting it done there as well. So a good moment for our DSR to come in, put all that onto the floor. Here comes the Dougie 1 more time. Ooh, it's that Freeze Dougie. I forgot about Freeze Dougie. DSR makes her way over to the new kid once more. And it looks like our Catapult Timmy gonna save the day there for a brief moment. And we'll utilize this time to pull out the Terrence and Phillip. And of course we'll get the Pew Pews ready here onto the token. Oh my. And we see the human kite come out. Not expected there. Let's go ahead and just lock on NK and we'll finish this off. Get at it, Schmidt. Much love, much cake to you, my dude. A good game and a well played to you, my friend. I get that good bastard emote there. I can understand that, my dude. I was like a 3,400 small fella there, and I feel really bad, you know, when you get matched up against folks like that. They need the juicy nectar just as well And I really enjoyed like my first 9 matches where I had like straight up hard opponents, ranked in the high 7,000 or the 7,000s and the high 6,000s and such. People who had challenge ready cards that could get out there and get that done. But let's take a look at the score. It's definitely going to be a low one. 11-25. You see there, Sammy, You Murder the World, and Jahir, I'm sorry, dude, Anonymous, and Freddie Mercury, Hansor up there in the top 6. 1385 the top score right now, so definitely some room for improvement or speed or what have you. But it seems like it's all about getting stuff set up behind Bradley again and having a good time with Bradley and some range units. I'll show you the quick deck, or the deck real quickly. And we'll definitely get up into the nectar. We'll get up into the powwow. So we went with 2 boosted cards here, Mr. Slave and Witch Garrison. Witch Garrison's cone for slowing people down is just obscenely large. It covers like 1/4 of the whole field, maybe a little bit more. Of course, Mr. Slave getting boosted stats in a situation like that, he's already kind of broken, but it makes him a little more broken. He can be like a stick of butter, though, to be honest, with the Bradley and the amount of boost that range units can get. You can melt through tanks pretty quickly still, so be careful and selective as to how you're going to play that Mr. Slave today, but he definitely is quite helpful. Of course, the Terrence and Phillip will help you out with Mr. Slave, the Bradleys that might be getting over white line that you want to knock down quickly, etc. Some of the other more tanky units that Terrence and Phillip can help you out quite a bit. Blood Elf Bebe, of course, staple for challenge mode, especially when you're running red in congruence with Bradley. You definitely want to have that nice range unit there. The 2 little red assassins, Paladin Butters and Princess Keaney. Definitely nice 2 drops, great death wishes there. The shield and the You Can't Attack Me. When those Bradley units get locked on, if you've got a nice tank up front, it's gives you a good 5 seconds to get over there with one of these good assassins and knock down some of those range units that are giving you trouble in the background while your tank takes the brunt of it, or get over there even and knock that Bradley down, making them range units go back to normal range. Of course, Catapult Timmy, he's the card you typically are going to want to roll with at first if you can, keeping it low and slow on your side of the field, kicking out the little rats, getting the boost from the Bradley as well. Witch Garrison, we mentioned the huge cone. Witch Garrison kind of OP, very strong in this challenge today, and at a 4 cost, I think a little bit better than the Mr. Slave. So possibility to put in Mr. Garrison where Mr. Slave is at right now, with Mr. Garrison getting the boost and having all these other kids around you. Witch Garrison slowing it down. Mr. Garrison giving him all the aura boost, and just juicing it up with the Bradley. It can get pretty dangerous. That's what I was running earlier, and we switched out to this Mr. Slave just because it felt more comfortable and less nichey, to be honest. Bounty Hunter Kale, get the heals, get the attack boost, get out there, pair them up with the pew pews, make some damage happen. Get the Elven King Bradley out there when you got a couple of your range units set up correctly, or when you've got enough energy to place them out there immediately afterwards. The Dragon Slayer Red for when the big old ball of death comes at you in the middle of the field and you need to knock down some of those health points on the Mr. Slave, on the Priest Maxi, cards like that. Dragon Slayer Red's going to be helpful. And then of course Labar Jimmy for the cleanup there. When you got assassins or a lot of cards there in the background, maybe the range units survived the first blast when they took a bar from you and they just got a sliver of health left, something like that. Instead of letting them be re-energized by the Bradley, throw out that Labar Jimmy and knock down the whole field type deal. Take out those assassins, etc. That's the deck I rolled with, and we'll probably keep farming with it and have a good time, Cake Fam. Build you something similar or something completely different. Have yourself some fun out there in that arena. And we're going to jump into the nectar. If you want to chill and stick around for the powwow, we'd appreciate that. We're going to dive in right now. That's a birthday cake towel. Pretty darn tasty. Gotta celebrate that birthday cake with my cakers out there. Doing it towel powwow style. Definitely having a good time. We're beyond toweled already. I've been up for about four-ish hours. Did my morning chores here around the little goat farm and such. And then I had a little nibble for breakfast. I wouldn't really call it breakfast. I'm probably going to go eat a bigger meal here in just a few minutes. And, we'll get back into farming this up as the day goes through. Of course, folks like SimQ and Pharaoh out there are going to be running their live streams. You'll see Haze Demon maybe later today. Human Tampon, of course, for sure. There's quite a few of them out there. Roman Edge over there on Twitch. Quite a few of them will be streaming this challenge here later today, I'm almost certain. Maybe a couple of them are going right now. But we're definitely running through this nectar here pretty quickly. A nice amount of rares, good amount of commons so far. It'd be great if we could find ourselves an epic or a legendary in here as we get all these coins, all these much needed materials. And of course, as we build up these cards, we need as many of them to fall out of these packs as we can, no matter what rarity, common, rare, epic, legendary. I mean, of course, scale towards the gold and the silver. We'd appreciate those a little bit more, definitely. Let's jump into the powwow one more time. Some Robo, some Buccaneer, some of that Kale, getting the Purify, the Adventure Twerk, and a couple of Fat Ass there as well. So these are the 3 packs I didn't open earlier. 1750 on the coins, and then 2 more people rolling through here. I apologize for the nasally voice today. There's quite a bit of pollen out here in Florida, and I've got the allergy thing going on, so a little bit of a nasal cold and some pollen happening, so I apologize. But a nice little juicy pack there, cakers. The 1 epic, 3 priest maxi, that fat ass times 6, and where would we be at without my boy Poseidon Stan? One more powwow here, hey cakers. And into the last juicy pack of nectar here. Our final battle tokens from the challenge mode. We get ourselves 1 more epic. That's a Hermes Kenny. We'll take it. 2 Friar Jimmy. 6 Lightning Bolt. Hey. Rat Swarm. And we're going to get Stan here on the end, no doubt. Okay. We get the Filthy Power Fist Dougie. He's just over the halfway plateau to a level 6. Cakers, get out there, have some fun in the challenge mode. Earn and burn, get those 12 juicy nectar packs if you got the green cash money and you can dive back in. Have some fun out there. Earn you a couple more 12 packs along the way. We've got 2 days to have some fun here in the challenge mode arena. Always tell you, don't forget to bring the towel. Come back, see us on the flip side. Let's do that powwow, cake fam. And until then, we'll always tell you much love, much cake, and peace.